Hello Kaydoh members, super excited about today's updates. I'm going to try to be very brief and go through them very quickly. If you guys have any questions, you can always live chat with us 24/7. We're available to answer any of your questions, or you can try to book a team meeting with us and we'll go through these updates with you if you still have questions. So the first set of updates we have is 5 new designs. So when you're creating a new landing page, you will see we have different layouts you can look at, preview, and decide whether that's best for you. Keep in mind the business spotlight is hidden by default, and if you want to do a business spotlight, just make sure you change the website type from real estate to business spotlight, and that will change the layout accordingly. Now, with these new designs, we're bringing in a couple of new stuff such as testimonials. To get to testimonials, well, let me give you a quick example of what it looks like with one of these designs, where now we're bringing in testimonials towards the bottom of the page. If you scroll all the way down, we added a few animations, and we'll see that you'll have the testimonials. You can bring in reviews from Zillow, or you can bring in other testimonials that are offline or from other vendors. Now, to add testimonials, you want to make sure you go up to the top right of the profile, click on settings, and here to go to testimonials, there's a whole tab dedicated for that, and this is where you would add in your Zillow review username, right? The username you use to log into your Zillow account. If you don't have one, and you have your own testimonials, you can certainly add them here manually by putting in a name, adding the picture if they have one. If they don't, that's fine. You can leave it blank and add in your own review and highlight the things that you want to highlight for your testimonials. Now, on top of these changes, we also have in the account settings an area where you can include your Calendly link. Now, this is great because now Kaydoh can take advantage of this link of yours and put that and embed that in live chat buttons. So if you go over to the default chat box tab and do an edit, here, I'm going to go ahead and just erase all of my buttons I've made here and show you that with Kaydoh's update, we have system buttons. These system buttons are pre-made for you, because one of the things we've learned is a lot of times agents don't know what to write or what type of buttons that they put in. So this is a great way of just understanding what's possible, and then you can create your own custom buttons if you wish afterwards. But you can certainly use these. These are very common buttons. For example, schedule a private tour, what is my home worth, and see hot listings. I can click on these buttons and click add, and it'll bring them into the chat box, and you can make changes to the label, you can change their actions, and then the response accordingly. And if you pay attention, for example, the schedule private tour, it's going to redirect people to a specific website, and here it's pulling in the Calendly link that we previously saved. And if I want to change this, I can change it in real time. Now let me close this out and talk about another change update we did, is that when we're sharing things or sharing websites on social media, we want to make sure your messaging is consistent, and we're introducing this new field called social media signature. And essentially what this is it's going to copy over your typical tagline, your contact information, and all your social media tags that you normally put in. So once you update this field, pretty much it's always going to remember and attach itself whenever you're sharing on social media. So let me go ahead and leave this here, but I'm going to go to the dashboard and show you what it looks like when you share a post. So from here on the desktop version, if I hit the button share, our post generator is going to pre-write the post for you. It's going to put in the right emojis, and then at the bottom you see this is where we're bringing in the social media signature. This is bringing all your tagging, your contact information, and what this does is it's going to save you time and keep your messaging, your brand messaging, consistent across all platforms you're sharing your pages to. And this saves you time, and again, the consistency is very important from your brand, from a brand messaging standpoint. A lot of times you're retyping a lot of this stuff at the bottom. A lot of times you're retyping your social media tags. Now you don't have to do that. So with that said, I kind of went through and a quick note here, when you're sharing and you choose one of these platforms, just make sure that you can and remember that you want to paste the content. So let me just do a quick example here. I'm selecting Facebook to share this website that we made. So once we log in and are ready to share it, you just got to make sure instead of typing your own words first, you just hit paste or control right, go and find the paste option, and it's going to copy over the content that was pre-written for you, and you can make changes here in real time accordingly. As you can see, the social media tags are down below. So when you're ready, just hit post and it goes out to the on social media. And do the same thing on LinkedIn, do the same thing on Twitter, any other platforms that you might be using. So with that said, hopefully that was a very quick rundown of all the changes we made to your account. If you have questions, you can book a time with us, one-on-one. We can do a quick training on how you can utilize it for your business. All right, thank you, everyone.